The Amazon is known as the lungs of our planet, a vast emerald expanse teeming with life. Yet beneath this canopy lies a staggering and long-hidden environmental secret. Despite the vibrant green above, the natural soil here is actually a nutrient desert, washed out by heavy rains and stripped of its vital mineral richness over countless millennia. But hidden in specific dark pockets is a mysterious black earth, so incredibly fertile it seems to defy the very laws of nature in this tropical, a rain-drenched wilderness. This is Terra Preta, the legendary black gold of the Amazon, filled with ancient pottery fragments that hint at a sophisticated human origin from centuries ago. While modern agriculture relies on expensive chemical bags, this ancient soil has remained incredibly productive for thousands of years without any additional human intervention or artificial help. Why has this discovery been kept in the shadows for so long? Is the global fertilizer industry afraid of a self-sustaining soil that never needs to be bought or replaced? The stakes are high as we uncover the truth about a lost technology that could render the entire multi-billion-dollar chemical farming industry completely obsolete today. For decades, we were told by experts that the Amazon could never support large, complex civilizations. But the very ground beneath our feet is now telling a much different story. Scientists are beginning to realize that Terra Preta isn't just dirt. It's a deliberate, man-made masterpiece of ancient biotechnology that we are only now beginning to understand. The growth power contained within these dark layers is staggering, outperforming every modern soil supplement we have created in our most advanced laboratories. To understand where this power comes from, we must travel back in time, to a period when the jungle was home to millions of people living in harmony with the land. In 1542, the Spanish explorer Francisco de Orellana emerged from the jungle with tales of vast, golden cities and a population larger than any city in Europe at that time. History books labeled him a liar and a madman, claiming the Amazon's poor soil could never provide enough food to sustain such a massive, thriving civilization. But recent LiDAR scans and archaeological digs are proving Orellana right, revealing traces of urban centers that stretched for miles along the riverbanks. The secret to their survival was right under their feet. They didn't just find fertile land, they built it from scratch using techniques we forgot. Every shovel of Terra Preta contains thousands of pottery shards, which acted as a structural skeleton for the soil, helping it retain its amazing properties. The sheer volume of this soil suggests a massive effort by ancient engineers to transform a barren landscape into a permanent, self-regenerating agricultural powerhouse. Finding Terra Preta is like finding an ancient battery that is still fully charged after 2,000 years, still pumping life into the surrounding jungle. These people were not primitive. They were master ecologists who understood the carbon cycle long before modern science even had a name for it. The soil isn't just compost. It is a stable form of carbon that refuses to break down, staying in the ground for millennia instead of escaping into the air as greenhouse gas. This ancient recipe combined kitchen waste, animal bones, and charcoal into a mixture that eventually became a living, breathing part of the Earth's crust. The deeper we dig, the more we realize that the Amazon was once a carefully managed garden of epic proportions, sustained by this black gold. If they could build such a system with basic tools, why are we struggling so much today with our advanced technology and chemical fertilizers? The answer lies in the science of the soil itself, a secret formula that was lost to time but is now being rediscovered in labs. The secret ingredient is biochar. This isn't just charcoal from a campfire, it is carbon created through a process called pyrolysis, at very specific temperatures. At the microscopic level, the biochar is filled with millions of tiny holes that create the perfect habitat for beneficial soil microbes to live and multiply. Think of it as a five-star hotel for microorganisms. These tiny life forms are the real engines of fertility, processing nutrients for the plants. In normal soil, heavy rains wash away vital nitrogen and phosphorus. But in terra preta, the biochar acts like a magnetic sponge, holding nutrients tight. This incredible ability to retain water means that crops grown in this soil can survive even the harshest droughts that would kill ordinary plants. In controlled trials, plants grown in terra preta-style soil grew up to 3 times faster and produced significantly more food than those in chemical soil. Chemical analysis shows that this soil has a unique chemical fingerprint that allows it to regenerate itself over time. The microbial diversity in terra preta is off the charts, containing species found nowhere else on the planet, all working in harmony to create life. The roots of the plants form a symbiotic relationship with the biochar, exchanging sugars for the concentrated minerals stored within the carbon structure. While organic matter usually rots and disappears in the tropics within weeks, biochar remains stable for up to 5,000 years in the ground. These black earth zones are scattered throughout the basin, suggesting a widespread network of agricultural knowledge that was shared across many ancient tribes. Beyond farming, this material is a powerful filter, cleaning the soil of toxins and heavy metals. The key is the absence of oxygen during the heating process. This keeps the carbon from turning into carbon dioxide, trapping it in solid form forever. It is literally a way to plant carbon back into the earth, solving 2 problems at once: soil fertility and the excess carbon in the atmosphere. But why isn't this used on every farm? The modern agricultural model is built on dependency. It requires farmers to buy synthetic inputs every season just to keep their tired soil producing. Chemical fertilizers are like a drug for the land. They provide a quick boost, but they eventually kill the natural life of the soil, leaving it dead and dusty. This creates a multi-billion-dollar recurring revenue stream for massive corporations. A soil that stays fertile forever is a threat to their business model. If a farmer can create their own black gold once and never buy fertilizer again, the industry loses its grip on the global food supply. Terra preta represents a shift from consumption to regeneration. It's an ancient solution that challenges the foundation of modern industrial capitalism. These chemicals leach into our groundwater and destroy our oceans, causing massive dead zones. But the industry spends millions on marketing to convince us that their way is the only way to feed the world. They call it green, but it's a false sustainability that destroys our planet's topsoil layers. Researchers who try to promote biochar often find their funding cut or their work ignored. The momentum of the industrial machine is hard to stop when profit is tied to keeping the soil addicted to chemicals. But the truth is spreading at the grassroots level. We are reaching a breaking point where the soil can no longer take the abuse. The solution has been waiting for us in the Amazon for 2,000 years, preserved in ancient wisdom. Even from space, the impact is visible. NASA's Earth Observatory has confirmed that terra preta areas have significantly higher biomass and water retention. Prestigious institutions have conducted rigorous field tests that validate every claim. The research shows that terra preta contains up to 100 times more beneficial microorganisms. It doesn't just hold nutrients, it manages them. More importantly, it is one of the most effective carbon sequestration tools ever discovered. By locking carbon in the ground, we could offset a massive percentage of global emissions. It also prevents nitrogen runoff, the cause of toxic algae blooms. The soil acts as a thermal battery, protecting roots from extreme heat. But even space agencies are looking at biochar as a way to grow food on Mars. Every pit we study shows us how to build a resilient food system for the 21st century. The global scientific community is finally recognizing that the primitive tribes were far ahead of us in sustainable land management. The charcoal serves as a time capsule, preserving history while providing for the future. You don't need a PhD to start. Anyone can do it. You can start creating your own terra preta in your backyard. All it takes is wood, heat, and patience. By mixing biochar with organic waste, you are charging it with nutrients. Don't forget the ceramic shards for micro-drainage. Using ancient tools like the Ala buried clay pot creates a perfect moisture balance. This is a high-impact way to reclaim independence and grow nutrient-dense food at home. Within one season, the difference is visible. Plants are stronger, darker green, and more resistant to pests. This isn't just about gardening, it's about nutrition. Biochar produces food with higher vitamins and minerals. When you build your own soil, you are no longer a consumer, you are a producer. Imagine if every lawn was replaced with a terra preta garden. We could feed our communities while cooling the planet. The worms love this soil. They aerate the ground and add natural fertilizers. This is a return to working with nature instead of conquering it. Nothing is wasted. Every scrap of carbon is returned to the earth. Even in the concrete jungle, we can bring the fertility of the Amazon back. Terra preta is a philosophy of resilience. We have spent centuries trying to modernize agriculture, only to find the best solutions were already discovered. It is time to stop being dependent on chemical giants and reclaim the health of our soil. The Amazon still has secrets, but none are as important as what lies beneath our feet. We are part of this ecosystem. When we heal the soil, we heal ourselves and the generations to follow. The secret of the black gold is out. It is a gift from the past and a promise for a better future. Will you support a system that destroys, or choose the path of the ancient ones? The choice is yours. The earth is waiting. Start your journey today. Let the transformation begin with a single handful of rich, living earth.
Thank you for watching. This immersive experience was brought to you by the power of AI storytelling. We use artificial intelligence to reimagine the past and entertain the curious minds of the present. The quest continues.